welcome back to Wembley Stadium. Richard Skinner here. They let me out. I'm backstage with a couple of well-known faces, Mel Smith and Griff Rhys-Jones. Welcome along. Griff, what are you doing here today?
Well, yes, what are we doing here? I came to see Elvis, but of course I missed him.
Well, he was on for 5 minutes.
I know,
you blinked and...
I blinked and I missed him because I was standing back here watching the television with you lot, and I saw something happening in Austria down there, and that was very interesting, but we'll see that later on.
What do you think, Mel, about the whole thing of this getting together, actually working as smoothly? Although it's chaos, it's smooth chaos.
Yeah, we were saying it's a bit like NASA actually getting in here. You know, I mean, we did feel a bit like the astronauts. You know, because it's marvellous. You sort of turn up at a place about 1.5 miles away, and there's various dormobiles. It's brilliantly organised. I mean, you really do expect it to be a bit of a disaster.
Do you think Bob is the only man who could have really got this whole thing together?
Well, he's got an address book with all the telephone numbers in, hasn't he? So I suppose he really is. Yeah.
Well, what are you going to be doing here? Are you actually appearing on the stage?
Well, in fact, we split up about on Monday, especially so we could reform.
Excuse me. Sorry.
For this evening.
You're reforming this evening?
Yeah, like everybody else, you know, like The Who and Led Zeppelin, so we thought it would be important to reform, so that's what we're doing this evening.
So maybe a surprise appearance, a reformation?
Yes, maybe later on, just to sort of say hello to things.
What's your involvement in the actual cause of Live Aid?
Well, I mean, really, just this. I mean, as far as actually, sort of giving ourselves.
Richard, I'll give you this money. This is very
Don't give it to me.
All right, okay.
Don't give it to me.
I'll give it to whoever, and everybody else should give money as well, and that's a very important thing. Right. So,
and
empty your pockets.
Now, there is a bank, several high street banks which you can put money into, and I've got an account number which I'll let people have later, and it's my own account, obviously. And what I'll do is I'll hang on to it for a while, and then we'll sort of push it through.
But anyway, people should put money in, shouldn't they? Of one kind. I think that is a very important thing.
Yeah. One of the simplest ways. I have an address here: Live Aid National Gyro Bank, PO Box 200, Liverpool. That's one of the simplest ways. You can just post your money, your postal orders, and cheques to that address. And there are loads of telephone numbers which we'll be telling you about later. So you're going to stay for the whole show?
Yes, I'm hoping to see the duet later on with Elton John and Dick James, I believe, are doing a duet. They're singing your song. Or my song. In fact, it's been retitled My Song.
Apart from Elvis Costello, he says, changing the subject, who else are you really looking forward to seeing?
Us, whenever we get on.
I think I'm looking forward to trying to do a joke in front of 70,000 people. I think probably what we're going to have to do...
Have you got a joke, Mel?
Well, yes, I have. I've got one joke, which is why I can't do it now, obviously, because I'm trying to keep it back for the 70. But I think doing a gag to 70,000 people is a bit tricky, so we ought to ask them to sort of... Each 100 people should get a representative, and then just get sort of 7,000.
I don't even know that there's time to do a joke. I think jokes aren't it. We're just going to go on and say, here they are, Queen, later on.
All right. Now, what happens if they don't laugh and you do tell a joke and they don't laugh, right?
We just stand there and look very foolish, which is the way that we usually do, as far as I know.
They're all going to be facing in the opposite direction anyway, aren't they? I mean, between bands, everybody sort of sits down and moves around and basically sort of...
You said it, absolutely. Mel and Griff, thank you very much. A man winding us up, because on stage now, stand by, please, for Nik... Oh, we go back to Andy Kershaw. Wrong Kershaw. Andy, to you.
You don't know what's going on, eh? I'm joined now. I know it's the norm in this box to be joined by lots of men in sheepskin coats who'll say it's all about 90 minutes and it was a 50-50 ball. I'm pleased to say on this occasion I'm joined by actor John Hurt, star in 1984 and lots of other films. Who are you most wanting to see here today?
Who would I most wanted to see?
You're a rock fan, aren't you? Hey, you're in the wrong place if you're not.
I love it, but it's on a day like today, it's not a matter of I want to see any particular band. I want to see them all.
Yeah? You're just here to soak up the whole event?
Yeah, the whole event. The whole event is such a huge event. There's never been an event like it in the world before, ever. And that's quite a big statement.
If I can suddenly turn you into a spokesman for the acting profession for a minute, as a famous actor, is there a feeling amongst actors to do something similar, to make a similar contribution to what the rock stars have done?
I think there
would
be. I think that the feeling amongst actors is that it's somewhat more, it's a little bit more hopeless insofar as that it doesn't have the popular,
it's not as immediate.
The popular backing that you get with a show like the show with bands. If you could be sure of being able to put a film together or something which was going to...
profits from which you'll go to.
The only difficulty with films is you never know whether it's going to make any money anyway.
Right, that will do it. I'll have to interrupt you, John, because I've got to say, about to take the stage is a man who's widely believed to be my brother, and I'd like to take this opportunity on worldwide television to deny this. Oh, I'm told we've got to hold it now. Oh, quick, this air is coming on. Run VT.
Live Aid from London with BBC TV and Radio 1.
Now, as a young British artist who's never had anything but hits, on Live Aid from London, would you welcome Nik Kershaw?
Good afternoon. We've got a long way to go. Come on, let's keep that energy up, yeah.